We are live, White Sox Dave. Welcome to the show.
We are.
Say all right, bang, bang for me.
All right, bang, bang.
Thank you, Dave. Welcome to the mid-show, everybody.
Underwhelmed by that bang, bang.
That was an absolutely terrible bang,
How about a little bit better effort?
It would be great. It's a big show today. It's a massive show. Huge, okay?
Announcements are coming.
Yeah. Before we talk about all of that, I want to talk about Miller Lite. A lot has changed over the years. One thing that hasn't, the great taste of Miller Lite. Another thing that hasn't changed is that it's less filling. So what is the best thing about the original light beer? Miller Lite sparked this debate in 1975, and we still haven't settled it. Miller Lite keeps it simple, undeniable quality, great taste, only 96 calories. It's a beer that trips away everything you don't need and holds on to what matters most, White Sox Dave.
That's right, Ed.
A light beer that tastes like beer, less filling, only 96 calories. The original light beer since 1975. I just love it. I just love it.
It's the best.
I do.
Do you have any this weekend?
I did.
Are you going to have any this weekend?
Yes, I'm going to Myrtle Beach tomorrow, and I'm going to Charleston this weekend. So Miller Lite will be consumed. I could promise you that.
Beach beers, boat beers.
Yes, beach beers, boat beers, you name it. Miller Lite's the best, and you don't have to choose what's best out of the great tasting or less filling because Miller Lite has both. It has great taste and is less filling. It tastes like Miller time. To get Miller Lite delivered right to your door, visit MillerLite.com/Midshow. Or you could find it pretty much anywhere that sells beer. Just make sure you celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. Fewer calories and carbs than premium regular beer. All right. So, no, there's not anything special about this show. It's just another day with us.
I happen to think every episode of this show is special, Edward. We can start here. You were being a real cunt to Chief today. How about that?
What did he say? I don't remember.
He
Something
called
cunty,
you
though.
pathetic, and
Yeah?
it was in a really abrasive tone.
Yeah.
No, he yawned really aggressively.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Well, I got a problem.
what's
I
the
can't
problem?
stop waking up at 4 a.m.
It's an issue. I've been there.
Are you haunted?
I don't know what's going on, but
It's not an issue for you.
Yeah, it is.
If
4 a.m.
you
is too early.
If you had a town crier that let everyone in the city knew that you woke up at 4 a.m., you'd be all about it.
Why do you say that?
Just let the people know. If you had a megaphone, I woke up at 4 a.m. You're a morning flex guy.
No, I am not. I state it matter-of-factly. And anybody who's ever had an office job will relate to it because you wake up early, and that was my life for a decade before this. So I was up at 6 a.m. every day and never got out of that habit. What's wrong with that?
I had an issue where my dog was kind of sick, and I think that was Sunday. I don't even know what day it is, but he was he puked at 4 a.m, and then he was he looked drunk. I don't know what was wrong with him. So then I was just up, and I was worried about him. I did the same thing today. He was fine, but I just woke up. I woke up at 4 a.m. on I think on Saturday. No reason, not trying to go anywhere, not trying to do anything. All I'm trying to do is sleep, and I'm just in this holding pattern, and now it's 2 o'clock, and I'm fading. I'm fading fast. So I'm sorry for my obnoxious yawn.
Is that the worst when your dog is just Hershey squirting at all hours in the morning?
Yeah.
How does your dog let you know?
He just starts sometimes he'll jump he's restless. And it's one of those things where if anything else is going on in the house, I would sleep through it. If I hear his little nails scurrying around, there's something that triggers in my brain that I need to wake up. So that's I'm in a bad spot with my sleep, and I'm yawning too much, according to Ed.
He'll hop
didn't say
into
that.
bed with me, and he will legit shake uncontrollably. If you don't let me out this instant, I'm gonna shit all over this bed. That's how he lets me know.
It's not great.
Yeah, that's the worst part of owning a dog is they're assholes about
They get sick.
They get sick. Yeah.
I'm gonna shit all over these walls, Ray. What movie?
I don't know.
Scary Movie 2.
No, never seen it.
Or Scary Movie 1.
Did you used to go in your mom's room when you were sick and say, "Ma, I just puked"?
Who didn't do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no reason they needed to know. You could have just waited till the morning. Everything would be the same.
No.
Well, okay.
No. You let them know in the middle of the night if you have a test that you're trying to get out of the next day.
True.
And you never really puked and it was a fake puke. But if you try to pull that sick card at 7 a.m. before the bus is coming, Show's never going to fall for it. So it has to be in the middle of the night.
Yeah, but then like if they take your temperature, it's like a fever doesn't lie.
So this is like another thing. My mom inadvertently sent me to school many times with a fever because I didn't find this out till later in life. My like resting body temperature is like 96.8 instead of 98.6. So like,
are you sure you're not in hypothermia right now?
I'm not. It's like somewhat common, I guess. But like she would take my temperature and be like, "Oh, it's 98.8. Like you're fine." But that would be like 100 for most people.
Wow, Iceman cheese.
Yeah.
See, I would just think the thermometer's broken.
I remember one time I tried to hold up to a light bulb and she's like, "It says you're dead." It says it's like 112, so you're fucking dead and you're going to school.
Your brains are being fried as we speak.
That's wild.
Yeah.
When those fevers get up there, Dave, that's scary.
Did your parents ever call you out of school when you needed an off day, Ed?
Yeah, my mom was
Mental
really
health
cool
day?
about that.
My mom was really cool about that too.
My parents
didn't
were
ever
not cool about
I
that.
never needed to fake a sick day. If I had a test or something, I'd be like, "Yo, here's the situation." She'd be like, "Fine."
Yeah, my parents would be like, "Well, you should have studied and learned your lesson.
Nope.
Get to school."
Not my parents.
Yeah, but like, would you even study at
No.
home then? Yeah. I kind of hated it because you're just like, then you double the homework for all the day you missed. You have to go back the day after, take a test, and probably have to make up that classwork that they're doing at the time that you're taking the old test.
Dude, it's wild.
Sucks.
My nephews don't go to a school and there's no homework allowed.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That was the worst part. I've always said the universally worst things growing up or just in life, homework, waking up early. Like everyone hates those things besides Dave. He's a morning guy.
Yeah.
But other than that,
And Chief.
and Chief wakes up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
David Goggins.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're totally right.
Is
But
that a new thing or just that school?
it's a new thing. There are certain schools. It's a philosophy.
That
It's-
kind of makes me sick.
But it's a different change of philosophy that I think there are good things about it.
Of course.
Well,
we're just
explain
mad
to
that
me.
we had to do it.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm mad at. I'm
Dude,
mad
if
at is it a bunch of little whiny kids complaining?
No,
that
no,
they,
no,
like,
no, no.
Need mental health? Like, oh,
I don't
too
think it's
taxing
that.
on my.
What do you think it is?
I think it's like
The parents.
I
My
think-
mom and brother were
If they're making
wars over math
an
homework.
earnest effort to like improve education, and this is a method for some reason that helps, like, you know, the intellect or whatever of a student body, then sure.
I think I got a theory. I think there's two things. One of these comes from one of my very good friends is a high school teacher. He teaches like freshman age people, and he said what
Freshman.
I woke up at 4 a.m. Dan, I woke up at 4 a.m.
He's freshman aged. All right, go on.
All right, so he said that
By the way, it's first year student now, not freshman. Just saying.
fresh people.
Yes.
Dave, that's my water. You are the king of every day.
I don't know that it is, Ed.
Let's
Pull the footage.
let's do the Creed Bratton with Dave and put like replace
I
his
haven't drank
apple
this yet.
replace his apple with a potato and see
I-
if he notices after he takes a bite.
I could have sworn.
I'm gonna need an end table to put all my shit over here.
Nightstand.
Sorry to interrupt.
No
you.
water for Dave. You're thirsty, aren't you? Aren't
I actually want the footage pulled for this one.
Please pull it.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Do you think you're wrong?
I don't think I'm wrong on this one. I'm pretty sure I
footage.
brought a water on here. Lance, you're gonna have to pull the footage.
Well,
from,
we'll
like,
do it. We'll do it
Canadian.
for the clip in real time. 'Cause I
Yeah.
don't know if we have
Yeah.
those
All right,
capabilities.
all right.
Yeah.
Someone let
We're
us
gonna
know.
have to figure it out, but I'm pretty sure I brought water. Danny, you could figure out if there's a water. Just peek out the door
on your desk? You
on
mean?
my desk. Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
Anyways, he said that. So part of it is the teachers are like, we don't want to grade this homework. Like, we're just creating more work for ourselves that we don't want to do. He says that was part of the problem. And then he said that after COVID, his thinking is, or what he says is like the whole reason middle school exists is to teach you how to be a student for high school. So you had all these kids who never went to school from 6th to 8th grade, basically, because of COVID, that they get to high school. They don't know how to do dick. So it's like we have to like teach these kids things that they were supposed to learn in like 6th grade, like how to fucking read and write and do things like that, as opposed to like overloading them with like a ton of high school work. So we're just like, we're not doing. It's not homework is a waste of time because they're just not going to do it because they never had to do it before, and B, like they don't even know how.
But listen, here's the counter argument. If you're a kid and you're behind a desk from 8:30 to 3:30, do you need more educational time like that? I mean, granted, like,
I don't how much you learn sitting at the desk from 8:30 to 3:30.
How much you're learning at home?
Yeah, how much do you learn for 2 extra hours sitting at home looking at
12 years of federal education?
Here's what I think about homework too. Part of homework is just teaching you to be an adult, because all being an adult is doing shit you want to do. That's all it is. It's all you guys got. I had to do the fucking Athena training yesterday for an hour and 45 minutes or whatever that was, 2 hours. That was nonsense bullshit. Had to do that. Had to pay your taxes. Had to do a mortgage. Had to do all this fucking paperwork. All homework is just teaching you how to do things that you don't want to do. How to be a fucking slave in the system. That's all it is.
Can you, Dave? Speaking of that, can you send an apology to the HR woman at Barstool?
No.
No,
I have to?
Dave.
Why do I have to?
Because you sent her an email saying you didn't get the sexual harassment training when he was looking at Athena with an A.
Yeah.
When it's Athena with an E, which common mistake. But that'd be a nice gesture.
Be like, sorry, I can't do it. Never got it.
I did apologize.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You tried typing in the URL just before looking in your email?
I was searching. Well, I had a login for Athena. Ironically enough, it's our
health insurance.
Yeah, so I typed in WSD at barstoolsports.com and my password that I use for everything.
I can't find this fucking
and I logged in. I logged in. So I'm like, where in the fuck is this? And I was typing ATHENE instead of ETHENE into my email search function, and that's what I was coming up.
I peeked over and I saw Athena with an A. I was like, Dave, wrong Athena.
But you saw me log in.
Yeah, and then instantly you put the E Athena. You were off and running.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Such a hot topic.
I asked Danny, so that took me 3 hours of real time.
It was something like that. And that's like one of those things where even if you click on another tab, and there's a stupid-ass 5-minute fake acting skit about whatever sexual harassment training you're not supposed to do, the video automatically stops.
Yep.
They make you watch it. It was the worst test I've had to take since the hunter safety test. That one was actually longer.
Like 6 hours.
But I felt that one at least was like, I need to watch this so I don't fucking kill myself or somebody. So there was I stomached it. This one was just
multiple choice questions. If Sally is being sexually harassed by Billy, what should you do? Let them keep doing it. Answer A. B, let them keep doing it and laugh. Answer letter C, let them keep doing it, laugh, and then punch her in the face. And letter D, put an end to it. It's like, all right.
And tell your HR rep. How about shut the fuck up?
Start choking it.
Yeah.
So this is a hot topic around the office the past couple of days. We have these like mandatory HR courses we have to do. Yeah.
Big corporation.
But a wild move. So Ebo, Evan, who works here at Mostly
Dave
Sports,
bought the company back? So we didn't have to do this shit anymore?
It's true, but Evan, who works here, he kept claiming that he was getting more and more sexual harassment training tacked on. I told him I think HR looks at it as if you're more prone to harassing, that they're going to keep adding more on for you. Regardless, so we come in here, Evan is doing a clip for Mostly Sports, and he asked you guys to go in front of the camera, and Chief was like, Chief was doing his Athena training at the time, and he's like, hold on, let me pause it. And me and him look at Chief like he's got 4 heads. This guy... The whole thing, you're supposed to let it play and wait for the time to come up and then answer the questions. Chief actually paused it so he could listen in.
No,
Can you make fun of him?
I woke up.
This is worse than... No. I didn't know this. This is worse than me spelling Athena differently.
I woke up at 4 a.m. and I just...
Is it not?
I said
That's
pause.
a crazy person move.
I said pause, but I had headphones in, so I couldn't hear him. So I just said pause, but I didn't actually pause the video.
But you did.
No, I didn't.
You took your headphones and you're like, hold on.
Get the cameras.
You're like, hold on, let me pause.
Get the surveillance system going.
Do the surveillance.
If I'm not explaining this well enough, you have to mandatorily watch like 5 minutes of a video.
Yeah.
Most people just don't even listen to it and wait until they could answer the questions. And Chief was like, hold on, let me pause this video for you guys.
No, but I would have the headphones in my ears and be scrolling on my phone. And then he was talking to me, and I'm like, let me pause it. And I just took my headphones out.
Yeah, why'd you pause it, though? Let it play.
But I just said the word pause.
Okay.
I didn't actually pause the video. But the video was pausing every 5 seconds because I would forget, and I'd like go log on Twitter. I'm like, I click on the Twitter tab on my computer, and the video would stop. So I paused it probably 700 times. But
You paused the video.
nah,
I think you paused it.
whatever. Maybe I paused it. I don't fucking care. My point is, those things are so dumb. Don't be just have. I don't need 3 hours of training to have common fucking sense.
Can we talk about our other
Yeah, but I think,
conversation we had
I
yesterday?
mean, listen, total overkill. Don't need it. Definitely, like, some people
might need it.
It's not
some
1988
people
anymore.
definitely need it, though.
If you
It's not totally unnecessary. Don't get me wrong. Hunting instructionals way more necessary.
Yes.
I did a fucking snowmobile one year.
needed,
Need it.
yeah.
Get it.
Yeah.
3
There'll,
hours.
there'll be ones for like, a coworker was making fun of a girl because they saw them on a date last night and like busting their balls. If you're like 21, you might be like, oh, okay, I shouldn't do that. Not necessarily sexually harassing, just like busting balls.
Listen.
Can't you just make fun? Like if I saw dating on a date, I would make fun of. I would probably.
Well,
break
I'm
up
just
the-
saying they're trying to prevent that.
Yeah, but why can't we just like relax? It's not that big of a deal.
Chief.
It's
toughen
not that
up.
serious.
I agreed, but the whole argument is that it is.
It would-
We work in an office with a guy who rubbed a woman's pregnant belly.
Who did that?
Nikki Smokes and Kate.
Kate.
Oh, but like, all right.
See,
but like
Nikki
that's
Smokes needs this.
Nikki Smoke should probably take it. Nikki Smoke should have had to take it for me. He should have had to do it twice. I've never rubbed the woman's pregnant
If
belly.
you're gonna,
I wouldn't
and-
even
and-
rub my wife's pregnant belly if she was like had my kid in her.
Yes, you would.
Yes, you
But what if she had
That
someone
is
else's kid in her?
sickening. I don't want to.
You would-
No, even like
That thing
any
would
kid.
have that thing would be painted like a Rawlings baseball.
No.
Your face would be next to it with a White Sox hat.
Can I paint it today?
It'd be like,
You're gonna raise your son as a White Sox fan?
yeah.
Mm.
He'd be my little Burley. You know.
That's the big announcement. Dave's having a baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dave's having a baby.
all the kids.
Could you imagine? I would love if Dave had a pregnant female in his life, and then like every. I don't know why I said it like
Yeah,
that.
why do you gotta say everything in a weird way?
Because I'm
Like-
I'm not trying to overstep here. I almost said something I shouldn't have.
Yeah,
So I didn't.
Well, it's because you probably would have just said if you didn't have to do a 3-hour Athena training.
Yeah, work.
I
let
did
it
mine a
rip.
long
yeah,
time
you
ago.
better tread carefully with what you're about to say because I might report this to who's our HR person.
Who would you apologize to in the email?
What is? Yeah.
Don't, I probably shouldn't even say her
Yeah,
name.
don't say it.
Yeah.
She's not.
But
contact.
go on, Eddie.
No, I'm not gonna say it, but I want to know just
feel like
for
you might
future
say it.
reference.
Like if you threw all the like every day
Okay, now
of
I
the
remember.
pregnancy, you like Burley, like die, like Canerco. If every day you had a random White Sox name and you did a random name generator to name the kid, that would be awesome.
Yeah, you're like counting down
Why-
it's the opening day, but it's just your
A
future
child's
kid's
not
birthday.
a fucking Labrador Retriever, Ed.
No, but you got like Whitney just had a son. He named it Cal Whitney. That sounds
Why
like
Cal?
I don't know, but it sounds like a center fielder to me. You got to have a good name.
My last name's not good.
No, it's pretty common though.
That's my point. It's so
Yeah.
common that I think it's
Yeah, but like
it's a
Ferrer,
fourth most-
I feel like
So then you should do the opposite. You should make like a last name.
My dad tried to do that twice. My mom told him to fuck himself. We've gone through this.
Rexy Williams.
Yeah, but Canerco Williams would be awesome.
Canary, nah, it's not a dog. You can't name a dog or a kid.
Canerco Williams. What nationality are you? No, just a White Sox fan.
You could do like
White
the middle
Sox.
name,
I'd be like a kurd.
Aaron Rowan Williams.
No, William Williams the second.
Rowan?
Live on.
Rowan Williams.
Rowan Williams.
That's
yeah.
actually a fucking name right there.
Put it on the
Ed.
list.
Well, that's a name right there, and he's
what I
like my
mean.
all-time favorite.
Yeah.
Not
That's like
actually, but like grinder ball type player.
Definitely.
My all-time favorite.
Yeah,
that's
and-
like culture too. Like you're not just a white guy. You're Rowan.
yeah, it's a little too proper. Sounds
I mean-
unintentionally proper.
That sounds like a kid who.
That kid comes out of the womb with a dip in and a goat.
No. Opposite.
Yeah.
If that's the type of baseball player that had the perfectly like centered upside down Oakleys on his hat, the fighting necklaces,
Yeah,
the
he's
red
upper class.
contact lenses that make you see the seams better, the
We
batting
got
gloves
something
in the
here.
back pocket.
Rowan Williams, I think, is a
yeah.
winner.
Yeah,
All
and-
you got to do is have a kid.
Credit to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
go by like Roquan. Or,
Yeah,
no,
that'd be
that's,
cool.
That's cool. Ro.
That's cool.
What's up, bro?
Ro Williams.
Ro Williams. That's solid.
Or what?
Hey,
depending-
Now-
look at it. He's smiling.
Now-
He likes it a lot.
Now,
Say it.
Do you want kids?
Athena training. I can't.
Oh, you can say it. We're among
can't.
friends here.
We're live, right?
Yeah, we
We are live. We are live.
We passed it.
I'm not gonna say it.
Text
Do you want
it-
kids?
text it to me.
I'll
You can't ask him that.
I don't.
That was in the Athena training.
Yeah, you can't ask me that.
See, that's insensitive, dude.
Make Eddie take it again if you're
Fucking-
watching.
You pervert.
I think you should. I think I should be. If you knew people before you started officially working with them, there should be off limits.
Actually, you
that
know what?
That's
As
not a
much
bad
as I
rule.
hate Eddie, that's actually a nice little compromise.
I think it's fair. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Hey, really quick here, I want to talk about Stella Blue Coffee because at Stella Blue Coffee, we believe that good coffee is one of life's non-negotiables. Stop drinking those boring, tasteless big coffee beans and turn to Stella Blue. Remember, your mornings are sacred. It's time to start treating them that way. Not only are Stella Blue Coffee's premium beans sourced from the most coffee-rich geographies on Earth, but they're also Big Cat tasted and approved, which is obviously more important. Stella Blue Coffee's delicious roasts are available in cold brew, K-Cup, ground, and whole bean formats to seamlessly fit into your morning coffee routine. And every bag sold helps save dogs. So head to your local Jewel Osco or Mariano's today to find the very best deals on Stella Blue Coffee, or use promo code MID for 20% off any order for $25 or more on StellaBlueCoffee.com. Take back your mornings with Stella Blue Coffee. So you don't want kids genuinely?
I don't know.
All right, that's
Do you want kids?
that's a fair question. I don't know.
Let him think about
I
it,
don't know.
dude.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Once I had nephews, that kind of clicked in my brain.
Yeah, it goes both ways for me on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a handful.
They're such a
My nephew.
That is true. Every time I went home for Mother's Day, and they all live near each other, so I see them all. I need like physical therapy when I get home from that because I just like wrestle and play football and all the shit for hours. They never leave me alone. I'm a sweaty mess, and I don't know how you could do that if you just didn't get to leave at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was with mine on Sunday and just like 2.5 hours of getting your ass beat by little kids.
Yeah.
To go home.
Yeah, and I went to their games this past weekend. So my one sister's 4 kids. The games were 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m. So it's like you're there.
Your life's over.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And then
My
there's one more
parents
kid
had
that's-
6 kids by the time they were 30.
Yeah, like
That's
you're
insane.
I don't know how the fuck they did it.
like you have to be fully okay with your kids being your life.
Cheaper by a half dozen.
Which I think that's what happens.
That's what happens. Yeah, which I know it's like they say it's the most like rewarding
So they say.
experience of your life. But and I could see that. And
Have you ever
and
had a feeling where you're like, that was really rewarding? I don't know if I have.
Fulfilling.
Fulfilling? I've never been fulfilled.
yeah, I've had that.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Like what? What's in it?
Probably the most rewarding job I've had was when my grad assistantship, I was not really qualified to do this. I worked in job placement for a center that had kids with intellectual disabilities.
All
So
right.
basically, I would try to find them jobs.
That's
That's
fulfilling.
good. That's a good
Yeah.
answer.
So seeing like some of these kids with disabilities get into
That's
these
awesome.
jobs,
That's
it's
really
like,
cool,
all right,
actually.
good for you. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
That was
Is Eddie a good person?
rewarding job.
Yeah, I want to see W-2s of this job.
There goes any of our answers.
Yeah.
Mine was gonna be like, oh, a good day of work.
I did work
Had a
with
great
the Special
tweet.
Olympics.
I had a tweet that got 200 likes.
Actually,
Eddie's like,
one-
I'm changing kids' lives.
I've talked about this a time or two. One of the players I coach, and I want to do this so badly, again, via Barstool and with NIL, but one of the players I coached signed with the Kane County Cougars, I can't remember if it was 2019 or 2021, but it obviously was 2020. Anyways, when he signed with him, he texted me saying, hey, coach, just signed. It was my first pro ball player, and he's like, I still throw the cutter that you taught me when I was a sophomore.
That's fulfilling.
That was fulfilling.
Yeah, dude, everything. You have some. Don't say that. There's many things with this job that is pretty rewarding.
Yeah,
Like, for
definitely.
sure.
Not on the level of like that.
Yeah, that's like a little. That's more,
Yeah.
emotional.
But
Yeah.
we like. You're talking like the charity
Yeah,
things we've
well,
done?
no, the thing. No, I was gonna say to you, the thing when you saw your can.
Oh yeah, but that was like that's
that?
a different kind of feeling though.
Can you say that or no?
Yeah, so my old job, like I made beverage packages, and we were the only ones still that really make them, but it was like a plastic can with aluminum top, whatever. And that job, like I worked like a fucking dog for that job. And there was one time I flew into Atlanta because I was going to Savannah, and my flight was delayed, thunderstorms, whatever. Didn't get there until I was supposed to land at around 9:00 at night in Atlanta. I didn't get there until like 2 a.m. Didn't get to Savannah until 6 a.m. But along the way from Atlanta to Savannah, I stopped at some random gas station and I saw our package. It was a Monster Energy type of drink. It was a Gatorade, but Monster brand. And I saw it on the shelf, and it's like, I know when it was like this little plastic cone to like every step of the way, all the blood, sweat, and tears for it to get from Poland to Wisconsin to whatever to right there. And I was like, that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. But like rewarding, it's not like that. I was just like, all right, like that. Like I had like a little taste of satisfaction from like seeing it in the wild, like,
all right.
for sale and all that.
Danny?
Off the top
What
of my
about
head.
that when you hoodwinked the cast of The Office?
No,
That was kind of
yeah.
filling up that.
Beating cancer? Yeah, I guess you could put it up there. It was
Well,
just
the bar
so,
back-
Did you ring the bell? Did you actually ring a bell?
No, I didn't. Someone asked me that like the other day. Mine, I think what I had, pediatric leukemia, is like the longest treatment of like any of them. It's like 3.5 years. So it just dragged out, There's not like one day like bing, bing, bing.
Yeah.
It's like I got it when I was 16, so when I'm 19, I was like, get this shit over with. But no, it was also like you go to what looks like basically just a regular, like where you would go for a physical. It's in like that kind of hospital. It's not like you're not in a hospital bed or anything like that. So it was a little different for pediatric, but no, never rung the bell.
I'd be pissed.
Damn.
I just wanted it over with.
What about from the bar backing days?
No fulfillment.
No?
No,
Someone
no.
was like,
Those were
my
fun, though.
drink is warm and you got a mice? And they're like, oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's a poor man's fulfillment. If anything, this lime is cut perfectly.
Did you make good money bar backing?
Yeah.
I bar backed in high school and college, and I was like, when I would bar back, like when I wasn't playing baseball, I would only do it out of season. I was like the richest of my friends.
Dude, yeah. When I was like,
Made so much fucking money as like a 20-year-old.
when I was like, I want to work for Barstool some way, somehow, and I was doing construction and I was bar backing on the weekends, I'm like, fuck construction because I make no money here. I'm just going to do it all bar backing, knowing that it's not going to be a career, hopefully, at the time. It's like, why not make more money?
Yeah.
I hate both of them. Let's go with the one that makes more money.
Yeah. But there really is so much, there's so much upside and like a lucrative life to some of these service jobs like that, which is really cool. You know what I mean? Like if you're a server at Pavets, like,
You can make very
you're
good
doing
money.
well for
Yeah.
yourself. You know?
Oh, yeah.
I went to Morton's and on Sunday with my dad and my sister and niece, and on Saturday rather, and I covered it, not to brag, and the tip was $150. I mean, that was just my table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're
I feel like if servers and bartenders had benefits, the stigma would almost be gone of like, oh,
Yeah.
you're just a bartender. That's
Probably.
the thing because they're making hundreds every night.
Totally. My thing is, I more feel bad for them that they have to give up all the prime time hours.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I just referenced on tomorrow's free swim, if you listen, that I worked a job from 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. and it was just brutal
Is that
because
Monday through Friday.
no, it was
Worse.
Friday through Tuesday. So my off days were Wednesday, Thursday. So it was like the ultimate worst.
That's almost a, I guess, rewarding one. Like I would work every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sometimes Thursdays at the bar, and the shift was from 5 to 3. And so you're making a lot of money and you're also saving money. So then by the end of it, I pay like a quarter of my loans off in like
Yeah.
for like a year. So I'm like, all right.
Yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, you're doing great, but it's just like it's fucking.
It's a grind.
It's hard grinding
Yeah.
work. Like some of those girls at fucking Old Crow wearing those cowboy boots from the 11 a.m. shift until 2 a.m.
There's certain things that girls are just like conditioned to
Yeah,
do.
they-
Like I would not be
Yeah.
able to walk in like
Fuck no.
no.
And you know the irony about
Like even
that
dress
too?
shoes at a wedding, you're like,
Yeah.
when you get home, you kick them off. Like that's
Yeah, dogs are barking.
yeah.
But that's the irony of that, right? Is you wear nice shoes, or girls especially, but guys, same thing, somewhat, not even close.
Mm-hmm.
You wear nice shoes to things you know you're going to be uncomfortable at versus when you're not going
Yeah,
to be. You know?
yeah.
Like I'm wearing these very soft, cushiony Sauconys. Here, I'm sitting all day. But
Yeah,
it's like
true.
you want to go out, when you know you go to a fucking Windy City smokeout, you're going to be standing, you're going to be walking, trying to catch Ubers 2 miles down. It's just like,
Good point.
it's,
It's
Yeah,
fucking cowboy
it's
hat
back.
keeps falling off my head.
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like it's a conundrum, or it's a paradox. I don't know what to call that.
That's a word.
Yeah.
It's something.
It's
We're searching
something.
for
It's
it. Yeah,
something,
it's
Ed.
something.
You know what I'm saying, Dave?
Yeah.
It's almost counterproductive.
Paradox. You just use that word. I did want to talk about this today. If you guys would like to transition, if not, we could keep.
We're already there,
I thought-
Dave. You took us.
Give me the topic, and then I'll decide if I'm
Ashton
going to fucking
Forbes.
drive us out of there.
Ashton Forbes.
What
Ashton
about him?
Forbes?
Yeah, he was on Billy. I don't know if you were in the room. He was on Billy Football's new podcast today, and he is, I don't know if you want to call him a whistleblower or not, but he basically, he says that the U.S. government is in control of like a time travel technology, and that's what made that Malaysian flight disappear in 2012.
This is like basically the plot of Lost, kind of. Like a flight disappears and it's not really in a place that exists.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Anything been disappearing in the Bermuda Triangle lately?
I haven't heard about it.
Yeah, I haven't kept up with the Bermudas.
I think
it'd be a bigger deal.
Yeah. That headline caught my eye. 10 years later, we may have evidence of what happened to Malaysian Flight 370. Now, is this guy legit or is he just...
No, I mean, he speaks in such big words and he's very eloquent and articulate. So he comes off as very, knowledgeable about what he's talking about. But I don't think we're making Malaysian flights disappear through the space-time continuum, though.
There could be a wormhole somewhere.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, maybe we are. There's a non-zero chance. I suppose.
There's a non-zero chance.
But Lance, can you look up this guy? I want to show you the video because the video is really funny. To me, it just looks like some shitty CGI that like Fasoli could whip up.
I mean, you say the word. You say the word continuum. You're smarter than me.
Yeah,
I know that.
Exactly. He uses so many big words, and he's like some astrophysicist or quantum.
If you have a job that I can't easily spell, then I'm out. And physicist is one of those tricky ones, I feel like.
Space-time continuum.
What's quantum? Anything quantum is
Quantum.
just
I
like,
don't even know. Yeah.
Yeah,
Quantum
the
is
smartest
something
guy there.
that's small, but it sounds big, right?
I have no
I think
clue.
you're
thought-
right.
Yeah.
I think you're right because quantum.
Like quantum mechanics, quantum physics.
Yeah.
Can you pull up this? Are you looking?
What's his name?
Ashton Forbes, just like the magazine.
What's crazy is this could be 100% true, and we probably wouldn't flinch with all the news about like UFOs the past year, Titanic submarine, nothing. We're
Yeah.
so desensitized to groundbreaking, unbelievable news that's just like, oh, okay, we have a space-time continuum now.
Although I will say, is it a dumb question? Don't care.
No such thing.
It's all
Dumb
we do
guy.
on this show.
Space-time continuum, is that the same thing as like a time machine?
No.
That's more like
Oh.
Interstellar, right?
Yeah.
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 All right.
Have you seen Interstellar?
No, I've not.
You should.
It's
I
coming
have
back to
seen
theaters,
parts.
so I think I'm going to see it.
Oh,
like-
really? Like
yeah.
a 3D version or something?
IMAX?
IMAX?
Not positive, but yeah, it's coming
I would see
back
it again.
for, like,
I watched it
anniversary.
somewhat recently.
It's like mind-blowing, right?
Yeah, but I watched it the first time and I was like, you have to be like ready to focus. And the first time I watched it, I was like, I don't fucking get it because I wasn't really paying attention that close. But it's great score. McConaughey's great, really good cast, very good movie.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
it. So it's these three orbs.
Yeah, I've seen this. I've seen this exact video before.
It's a drone.
But then like it just disappears, right? Like that.
Yeah,
could
but
be,
watch
how do we
how
know
it
this isn't just
disappears.
aliens though?
It looks like a decorative sticker at a laser quest.
Yeah.
I told you, Ed, but yeah.
What do we? I mean, it's, go.
Now it just goes.
I think you're crazy if you don't.
Ed, look.
Oh. Oh shit!
But like that looks fake as fuck to me.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And apparently there's a bunch of things that have debunked this, saying it's like some freshman one. I don't know, but the guy's really committed to the fucking.
I feel like Lance could make that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I said
Yeah.
Fasoli, Lance.
Oh,
I think I could. I think
Yeah.
I know how I would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like you can AI picture of Bigfoot now. No one's even flinching. Is that real?
Yeah,
You
look
just
at
don't know.
Look at Malcolm Smutler.
Yeah. And I saw
He got what?
he got doxxed.
And Malcolm Smutler got doxxed.
We actually doxed him a couple weeks before, and no one noticed.
Oh really? Malcolm Smutler got doxxed, and he used a AI girl.
Oh yeah, that's how he got doxxed.
There's a handful of AI girls that are like the hottest girls of all time.
Yeah, love them. But we don't talk enough about drones are just gonna eliminate any potential of UFO sightings. Just when in doubt, like, oh, it's probably just a drone. I saw one I was walking the other day and it just had like a little green light in the sky, 200 feet up. I'm like, what is that? Probably just a drone.
But
Can't
it's
even
all-
let the imagination run wild anymore.
Yeah, but then you have the ones that are from like the Navy.
Sure.
Those ones where they're like, how is this? Did you guys watch Tucker on Rogan where they started talking about this stuff? And Tucker's like they're angels.
Oh no, I didn't watch
I knew
it.
what
I
you mean.
heard he
Yeah.
It's not a UFO. It's an angel spaceship.
I heard he got really, really weirdly religious on it.
He's saying what? Aliens are angels? What
Well,
are you saying?
he doesn't know, but he's like there's a spiritual component to it that they all know what it is, but they can't tell because I don't know. It's like odd. It was but it wasn't even like classically religious, you know. But it was, I don't know. It was very like I couldn't even like I'm like, well, what are you talking about?
That'd
These
be
are fucking
unreal.
aliens?
Imagine an angel invasion. Angels taking over the earth. We're
Yeah.
always talking about aliens.
I saw what Christopher Lloyd could do with the fastball. I don't know want to know what he could
Dude,
do
he
with
bent the fucking foul pole to make it a home run.
Imagine him with the nuclear warhead.
He would just stop it with a finger.
Yeah,
He could,
or that.
yeah. So when lights went off, and
Yeah.
he just like puts it out like it's a match with his finger.
Mhm.
I think if you don't choose time travel as your like superpower, I think you're crazy.
I don't know.
Why would you go? with?
Would you
I
be
like that.
like Biff and just have all the winners?
I just want to see things.
What would you want to see?
There's
Everything.
There's this bit Nate Bargatze has, and he's like, if I was able to time travel, I wouldn't even be able to prove to people back then that I am from the future. He's like, oh, we got these phones. Like, what's that? He's like, oh, it's like a thing that you talk on. How do you make it? I don't know. You know, like no proof of.
He's a
concept.
witch.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I
Kill him, burn him.
Yeah.
I think there's too much potential to fuck things up if you're time traveling.
There's that one Simpsons episode where he,
He's-
I think
yeah.
it's
He like stepped on a butterfly
yeah,
and
and
like
then,
changed the whole world.
yeah,
Yeah.
poof.
Yeah.
It's true though.
By fact.
So don't think of it like that. Don't think of it like Back in
Yeah.
the Future. Think of it like Click, where you're just observing. But not Click's a bad example because that's like the saddest movie ever.
Yeah, it is.
I think I might go mind reading over time traveling,
Oh, I think that would drive me insane.
but I get to opt in and opt out.
How
like-
but
just
how
like
would you
that.
how would you you'd have to be the most disciplined person to opt out.
Sure, but sometimes like don't be doing it on a first date, but maybe the third. What's this girl really thinking? Because we all have crazy thoughts, and you can't be
I don't
judged
want
by.
to know. I'd rather not know.
I don't want anybody inside my brain. Ed's tried for many years to get inside that brain, and I locked that thing like
Dude,
a fucking
I
vault.
don't even
Ed's got a lake house in that thing. So much real estate.
He
can't even
wants
get
to.
inside my own brain.
I'd love to.
Teleportation. I take that. Teleportation.
That's a good
sweet.
one.
Yeah.
I would just stick to flying.
Sometimes I like the time travel one, but I feel like sometimes I'll be like, man, I wonder what this street was like and that I live on 120 years
That's what
ago.
I'm saying.
You could probably look that up.
Yeah, but like you're not living in it, you know?
So
Like
what would your purpose be for like historical reasons or just curiosity?
stopping the Kennedy assassination. Is that what you're saying?
just
well,
like,
I'd said you can't alter future.
you can't stop it. It's not like White Sox Dave. It's not like.
But could you bring a
kill the
camera back and be like, it was the CIA all along?
bat. No. You just want to watch.
What do you think of the CIA, Ed?
Where to begin? Where to
No.
begin? Glad you asked.
Why not?
I mean, we've been talking about it on Dog Walk for 5 years. You have no opinions?
No, because I don't want to fuck with them.
Oh, come on. They're not coming
See,
after you.
you know,
Small
what,
fries.
you know what the
Not-
biggest
not
pandemic is in America right now? Fucking cowardice. We won't even talk about the CIA.
That's what they want you to do, Ed.
Yep.
You say something then.
Fuck the CIA.
Oh, no. We do
There you
not.
go.
His opinions do not reflect that of the panels.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they do.
No, I'm never gonna get a live feed of your house because you're gonna be dead.
No, they'll probably help you out.
They
gonna
already
suicide you?
have one. They
Yeah.
might give it to you.
We've seen this guy fucking with rats the past couple of weeks. We're in on it.
It's gonna murder a pigeon.
Did you find that key for us
The what?
to get into the rat traps?
No, we gotta find that.
Yeah, if you have a key to get into rat traps. Actually, I do think someone DM'd me or emailed me recently, and I might have missed it without responding. Resend that email because I want to see these things. I'll kick them here and there. Oh, by the way, the weeds are back. If you
What?
kill the weeds,
breaking.
Let's go. We getting a flamethrower or how'd you do it?
we can't. No, a gallon of glyphosate. Is that what it is? Glyphosate.
Yeah. It's Roundup, but yeah.
That was,
Supposed to use a cup for every gallon. I just use the whole gallon. No water.
would you be? What if I just like hid in your house like a tent at Dick's Sporting Goods? You know, it's like I found a. Would that be fair?
Like the wet bandits at
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
store.
Would that be fair game?
Yeah.
If Eddie gets in and out without you noticing, you can't be mad.
Deal.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't lock my house.
I'd be so afraid of him hitting me in the fucking neck with a katana. Like,
Yeah.
I saw this video.
You don't really have any like hiding nooks though.
Not anymore. I don't.
No. You need a hiding nook.
I do. Seemed like a little top perch
Yeah.
type deal. Find this video, Lance. It's terrifying. I found this in a Ring doorbell camera video.
You're such a fucking creep.
Classic Saturday night for Ed.
There was just there was this lady hiding in some guy's New York City apartment. It's fucking terrifying.
Why do you? I hate this shit.
Dude, it's terrifying. Find that while you find it.
You just like being terrified, like on a regular basis.
It keeps your guard up. You know what I
It
mean?
gets you paranoid, is what it does.
You just keep your guard up.
I mean, my guard's pretty up. No one's getting in my place.
Dave's guard's not up, so I'm trying to help him.
Well, it's not going to be beneficial once
He
you're
just
trying
said
to
he doesn't lock his
sneak in his
doors.
house.
I hate that.
I don't lock my back door either.
That's just
So
insane.
hopefully people don't know where you live.
That's insane.
I got a rabid pit bull guarding my house.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, ChevyDriveChicago.com. Summer road trip season is coming up quick, and now is the perfect time to get a new Chevy. The SUV lineup and the new Silverado truck is all the space you need to comfortably get to where you're going. ChevyDriveChicago.com has the latest offers on all vehicles and can help you find your local Chevy dealer. Every Chevy is the #1 pick. ChevyDriveChicago.com is the official truck partner of the Chicago Bears. Great fleet Chevy has. White Sox Dave.
That's absolutely true, Ed. I'm a Malibu guy myself.
I like the Malibu. Get a little sedan.
Yep.
Yeah, that's nice.
They drive nicely.
That's an option if you're looking for a sedan as opposed to an SUV. Obviously, if you want
I if I didn't live downtown Chicago and have limited access to parking, I would absolutely be all in on one of the SUVs.
yeah, it's a good way to go, regardless of how you do it. Make sure you go to ChevyDriveChicago.com to learn more, and you could find that Malibu, that Silverado, that Traverse, that Trax, that Blazer, as Chief has. That's the best way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Did you any luck, Lance?
Is it where she opens the mirror and then there's someone living in an apartment like in the mirror?
No, I've seen that one too, though. That one's fucked too. But this one's like she's like hiding in like a nook above the guy's kitchen.
Eddie watches Ring doorbell videos the same way girls watch Lifetime movies, just on the weekend, nothing else to do, like Shive TV.
Let me just like
Yeah.
let me just like get you guys into it one time.
I mean, pull it up.
Nah, but like the settings got to be right. Like
Do
it's got
you-
to be dark and
So
nighttime.
you just watch this at home.
Yeah.
Alone. What are
Yeah.
you doing? You're like eating a bag of chips, watching people's lives.
Yeah, it's like
Slowly crumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, normal.
This is going to be one of those things where it's like, were there any signs that Eddie Ferrer was a serial killer? And you're like, well, actually.
See, that's a difference. I try to stop the serial killers.
How do you try to stop him?
Knowledge. I try to educate people on what to do. What?
So that would
So
mean
what-
that you're going home every day
educate-
and you're checking your shoe closet. You're getting all paranoid, checking every door in your house to make sure that no intruders are in there.
Yep.
How do you know
So-
that they're not hacking into your Ring cams and watching you?
That's
That's why I don't want one.
I don't have.
Can
ring
you do
cam.
that?
You don't have a ring cam?
Yeah.
No.
Or like they
Really?
do that with the like the baby monitors too. People can hack into those and like
Yeah, but that's why you just don't get one ran on Wi-Fi.
Wait, how don't you have a ring cam if you're so obsessed with them?
Slippery slope.
You just want to watch other people's. You're watching other people's home
So
videos.
wait,
What's
hold
that?
on.
He's,
I got a question here.
Yeah.
I mean, I have them. I just haven't installed them.
I'm
What-
gonna install one in front of your house.
So
and
you
I'm gonna
said you're
watch
trying
your
to stop the intruders and and these murderers and rapists and burglars and stuff like. So okay, say I get home today and I open up my closet in my master bedroom,
feed. And R. Kelly's in there.
and you're just sitting in there like, "Hey Dave, how do I respond? Can I take like my like hacksaw that's sitting next to my bed and just chop?
No,
it
you
to
go.
pieces?
You go. Hey, we're going gut punch for gut punch, brother.
No, I think it's just like tag you're it. Now you have to break into his house.
I'm not a burglar, rapist, or any of the above that you just said, so that doesn't qualify.
You'd be a home invader.
Yeah.
You gave me permission like 5 minutes ago.
Hey,
Pull the tape.
I don't know if that would count like in the court of law. Actually,
1,000% would.
I don't know that it would.
1,000%.
find out.
The appellate
if-
court,
if
section 304.
If you invite somebody over and then they don't leave, as soon as you don't want them there, it's trespassing.
So I take
So
it back.
yeah. So like, I don't think there's such a thing as an open-ended.
But say
Invite,
Dave
yeah.
opens the cupboard, sees Eddie crouching in there. He's like, okay, I would like you to leave now. And if Eddie leaves, then he's within his rights.
Correct. And I would.
Okay.
I would leave.
Yeah.
Now,
I'd find
hypothetically
him hiding
speaking,
Are you a fight, flight, or freeze person?
I also told you that I'm a preventionist in this situation. I don't know what to do when you come face to face, but I
Yeah.
know how to not get in those situations.
I think
Well, you've gone your whole life without getting in that situation, so it checks out.
I think you not having the Ring doorbell camera yourself throws all this out the door. You're saying you're trying to prevent. That's the first step. Get your own Ring doorbell camera.
Yeah.
But that's how they watch you. So he's
Could you
actually
imagine?
taking that step.
That would be, if I got like a scary one, that'd be equivalent of catching like the biggest bass fish in my life. You know? I'd upload that shit so fast.
You have, I mean, never mind. But you have good potential to have scary things happen.
I know.
Near your house.
I know I do.
Well, haven't there been murderers in your neighborhood before? Well, who was a serial killer that lived down the street from you?
Oh yeah, John Wayne Gacy.
John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah.
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 So, yeah.
My uncle always says he would have been a victim, but he went to war because he lived right.
I have
outside.
offered up a
Really?
potential victim of Gacy to Ed for the dog walk, and Ed turned it down.
That's not entirely true.
You need
One
a
of my
therapist
best,
on staff
one of my
there.
best friends growing up, I've known him since I was like 8 years old. His dad played football at Northern Illinois, and his dad grew up in Wheaton as well. And back in the 70s or whatever, they would just hitchhike down Roosevelt Road. Same Roosevelt Road right here from DeKalb.
Route 38.
Yeah, and it cuts right through St. Charles and gets to Wheaton. So they just hitchhike back and forth. It's only probably, I don't know, 30, 35-minute drive or whatever. And he got picked up by Gacy, and he started touching his legs, tried to chloroform him, rolled out of the thing into a cornfield on 38, going however fast.
And that's the end of the podcast.
Why is that the end of the podcast?
That you just told the whole story in 30 seconds.
He's
not a full episode.
It's full episode.
I would like to know how you get out of a chloroform attack.
Can he wait? He could do. You're telling me there's more details.
Yeah.
Because that was my concern. I'm not being an asshole. I was concerned that the story wouldn't be long enough for a podcast. If that's the case, if you told me there's
There's
20
I've heard
to
the story
30 minutes worth
many
of
times,
material.
not in many years. I haven't heard it since I was in high school.
So there's
I mean,
20 to 30 minutes worth of
Yeah.
material. All right, I'm in.
If you're
100%.
Gacy, and
I haven't asked him to do it, but I can ask him to do it. I asked his kid to do
I
it.
thought
would
this
you
guy
care to
was
come
signed,
on
sealed,
real
and
quick and talk
delivered.
about
I
the
asked
most
his- I
sensitive
asked-
part of your life?
No, he tells the story like it's a fucking
A
it's
war
combo
battle?
at
Yeah.
a bar. Like
heard I'm
Gacy
in.
tried to get me.
If you're Gacy in that scenario, you gotta lock the car door. What are you doing?
And this guy, I mean, I haven't seen my buddy's dad in years now, but he throughout his entire adult life lifted and looked like he played football at a Division I school. So that's what I wanted. I was always curious. I'm like, Gacy picked the wrong fucking guy to fuck with.
Yeah. Well, Eddie had the
Maybe
lawyer
need a
on. That was one of the
challenge.
best dog walk episodes ever. You got the full thing. You got the entree. Who knows?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
that-
appetizer now.
That was investigative reporting.
That really was.
I was hunting my guy on that one.
Yeah.
I told you the story.
Well, he
how,
blew it off one time, right?
Yeah, I went
Yeah.
there with one of our old camera guys, and we showed up ready to go. And I think the Bears played the Rams that Sunday night for Sunday Night Football. And I show up to the office, and they're like, "Yeah, 1 second." And then I hop on the phone, the secretary's phone, and they're like, and he's like, "Hey, I was at the game last night.
Yeah.
I lost my voice. I can't do the podcast. I'm sorry. I called you guys to let you know."
Sounded like Hannah.
Yeah, yeah, something like exactly. And he called Sirius, the hotline. He called like, who knows what show, like fucking Big If True or something. And he's like, "Yeah, like I can't do the podcast." And he thought that was like the Barstool number. So then like that was in like 2019. And then he just dodged me ever since. And I
That's what you want, though. A guest like that, you need him to flake at least once to show credibility.
yeah.
that was
can't be that
that
easy.
was one of my favorite dog walk interviews you did. Him and Blago, but he was fascinating, man.
Yeah.
And I thought obviously it's a very sensitive subject, but I thought his defense of himself defending Gacy, it was I understood it. You know what I mean? Because he was
Yeah.
getting death threats.
Like
too,
he was
because
still,
how could
he
you
was
fucking-
disgusted by it still,
Yeah.
but he was still like, I gotta.
Dude, it's got to be hard to be a defense attorney
Yeah.
and represent someone like that.
That is the law.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that you can't have a country where you don't have people have access to lawyers.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
On the topic, the bank robber, personal favorite dog.
That was a great one.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever know that kid?
Yeah.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
When you
Favorite
heard
guy.
like fucking Chase Bank on Harlem and Addison got
It was in like South Carolina, but he was from the neighborhood.
That was from the Dakotas.
South Dakota.
South
That's
Dakota,
okay.
sorry. But I didn't know him personally. Like he was a senior when I was a freshman, so
Okay.
I knew him more. But when I heard the name, I was flabbergasted. It was more, for those who don't know, we had a kid from our neighborhood, moved, robbed a couple of banks, became national news. Somewhere in the mix, killed a dog. That was what I was most intrigued about.
I'm more offended.
Allegedly.
Eddie-
Allegedly.
Eddie brushed over that part of the story.
Yeah.
We talked about it.
No, we did, and it was fascinating how they.
Oh, it's got to be so hard to be a defense attorney, and now Eddie's defending the guy killing dogs, like, right off the rip.
No, it was just fascinating hearing those rumors and then finding out that those two stories intertwined like that. But yeah, go check that out back in the archives.
Yeah, that was
Interview with a guy who robbed a bank.
yeah.
If I could get you a kid I grew up with who is in prison for attempted murder, would you want him? I was like legit best friends with him.
Oh,
I
we got a bunch of felons.
When did you stop being
friends
friends?
with a bunch of felons? around here.
Freshman, sophomore year or so.
I would say
Then he
around the
started
time when he
hanging out
started committing
with
murders
the bad people, and
with those damn
we went our
Naperville
separate
kids.
ways.
Damn.
But I was for like a solid 3, like all of middle school. I was like best friends with them.
Do you ever blame yourself?
No, I showed
could've-
that kid the light. He moved into my neighborhood, and I was one of the only Warrenville kids. He moved into my neighborhood. I introduced him to everybody. He was weirdly athletic. Like one of those, he could do anything, pick up basketball, be good. He was weirdly athletic. And I got him on the baseball team freshman year and everything. And then just after that, he had no leadership. It was kind of sad.
that's why I needed you.
Yeah, that's what I
tried
mean.
to show him the light.
I think I said before. There was this kid I knew, Tom, and I had met him randomly just once at an Iowa tailgate. And like after that, we spent like a whole day together. Followed him on Facebook and everything. Didn't hear much from him, but just like follow his life through Facebook, as you do. And then one day I see like 50 people writing his wall, and they're like, "I always knew you were a scumbag." Blah blah blah. Turns out this was the kid in the boyfriend in the Heather Mack case, Tommy Schaefer, who like killed the mom in Indonesia or whatever, and stuffed her in a suitcase, and he's still in jail. Almost got the death sentence.
What?
Just watch it all unfold on Facebook.
I don't know if I knew that. You knew this guy?
I met him once. This was a huge story nationally. Like
Yeah, the
Yeah,
name.
I remember the name.
Sounds familiar.
she had his kid like in jail. It was fucked up.
Wait, how did you know this guy?
I just met him at an Iowa tailgate, and he was from like Oak Park, so we had like some mutual friends.
No shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then there was another. Well, this has nothing to do with it, but just in the topic of following random people on Facebook, there was a girl I went to college with, and like she later got on The Voice, and it's just crazy to see these people like posting like, "Oh, doing my homework" as a Facebook status to made it to the 4th round of The Voice. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that shit is wild. Yeah, it looks like your guy could return by 2026.
He almost got the death sentence.
Can-
He was in like Indonesia or some shit.
Yeah, Bali,
Bali.
yeah. Damn,
Wild.
that shit's crazy.
Yeah, dude. Facebook is still the most entertaining form of social media.
I don't.
Is it really? You think?
I think in terms of like,
Because
isn't it most riveting seeing things happen between people you know as opposed to celebrities you'll never meet, and that's where you find it on Facebook.
You think you find that more on Facebook than Instagram?
Yeah, because like there's not really comment sections popping off like that on Instagram,
No context.
Yeah, I suppose.
and it's like you see an aunt or a guy, a guy you went to high school with arguing with like another guy you know from grade school or something. Now it's personal. Now you're invested, whereas you're not really invested in fucking.
Yeah.
See, like that's why having a kid fucks me up.
Why?
Cause like what it, I don't know. I hate to be like Ben Stiller in Along Came Polly, but you get that.
Like the risk analysis.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like
Well, then you could make the argument that we need like more good people, good parents. So if you think you're good at it, then you should do it.
I get it, but I think nature is very much a thing.
What do you mean?
The nature versus nurture argument. I think some people
Definitely.
are just like bound to not be good.
I think.
Oh, you think people are born evil?
Yeah.
I don't know
I
about
think
that.
most people are a product of their
I
environment.
think so too.
Agreed, but I think there are people who are from good environments and aren't good people.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of times like those good environments, they seem good from afar, but if like you don't know like what their parents were actually like,
Oh yeah,
you
that's
know,
very
like,
true.
and it's like little comments and little things, and like how the fuck did this person get like that? Like I have that, like I can't say what I want to say, but like I know people who it's like the family looks great, but then you like really think about it, and it's like, yeah, maybe there's a reason why those boys turned out like fucking scumbags. Yeah.
I think it's always a conundrum too of, I think a kid is more likely to grow up to be bad if he was like, if his parents were like, you cannot watch South Park. as opposed to the kid who's like, oh yeah, I'll casually watch South Park. And I think it's like the built up of like I
Danny?
wasn't like the kids who couldn't.
Yeah.
David preaching to that. The kids who couldn't, the kids who didn't drink in high school are the real party animals in college.
I was definitely that.
Yeah.
I was definitely that.
So Wheaton, a lot of people that are listening to this not from Chicago. If you're from Chicago, you know Wheaton as church town. If you guys hear that growing up, like
We
it's
heard
the
that.
driest town in America. It's got more
Yeah.
churches per square mile or whatever.
per capita.
Yeah.
He told us in Arizona, and we said it was like Sophia with an F being from Mormon.
Well, I'm from Warrenville, but intense purpose, whatever.
Yeah.
Like a lot of it kind of, I would say, cut off with like my generation. But a lot of my friends growing up, their parents were extremely Christian, extremely Christian. So a lot of my friends, drugs were not a thing in my high school.
Yeah.
Like weed was around, but like hard cocaine, fuck no. Anything
Really?
other than fuck no. It just didn't exist. Drinking, yes, obviously, but not really.
Yeah.
But I was always like, don't get in fucking trouble, don't get behind the wheel. Like that was how my parents raised me, and if I did, they just whoop my ass. All my friends, not all my friends, a lot of people I grew up with got to college fucking right off a cliff.
Yeah.
Off a cliff. Girls getting pregnant, like.
My first semester, I think I was drinking like 5 nights a week.
Easy.
Maybe more like that. Because I was just like.
I was, but like, not like them to an extent. I don't know.
Yeah. I went like nuts.
It's like if you let a dog frolic around the park with no leash, like they'll be tame, but once the first time you let him off the leash, he's not coming back.
Yeah, it's the same logic with like the overprotective boyfriend. The girl's gonna
She's gonna cheat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Where if you're just like cool, then like
Yeah.
probably be fine.
It's just the old like I can't do it now. I want to do more.
Yeah. I almost feel like that example is more like it becomes like he's so insecure that it becomes unattractive. So then he'll look for something else as opposed to like a rebellious thing.
Right.
Yeah, but you're gonna start like hiding little shit.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
It's like I wasn't gonna cheat until you kept telling me not to cheat.
Yeah.
There's this movie that I've been putting off, but it's been on my list forever. That I guess is just like one of the most fucked up movies of all time.
You gonna make us watch it?
I think maybe we should.
What is it?
At the White Sox Dave den?
Sure.
Oh,
okay.
movie night at Dave's.
Eddie, we're
Kitchen's done, baby.
Eddie will never leave.
Eddie will already be there in
Yeah.
your shoe closet like a vampire hanging upside down.
Like that bat in Indonesia. You ever seen that thing?
Yeah, with the monster dick.
Yeah.
No, does it got a big dick?
Maybe I'm thinking of another animal.
Oh, that won't be me then.
Wait, hold on. I want to hear the bat dick. Danny, can you pull
You
up
ever
the
seen
bat dick?
pull up the fucking bat in Indonesia in the garage? It is the
Yeah, it's
terrifying
life
thing I've ever
size.
seen. Yeah.
Like, it had like a suit on, basically.
You've never seen this?
I don't think I've seen
Anything
it
in
either.
that part of the world, like Australia, New Zealand, Indonesia, I don't need to ever.
Goblin bat.
This thing might be neck and neck with the cassowary.
Oh, really?
Oh, and they look like goblins. They're so hideous.
Yeah, apparently it's
They're that big?
I got a question. Are cassowaries like
What was
known to
the
be
movie?
super aggressive?
Yeah, what was the movie?
What
Back
was
to
the movie?
oh. You found it? Hold on.
It's disgusting. It's like the hobgoblin.
It's fucking terrifying. Like imagine walking in your garage and seeing this.
That's fake.
Nah, dude.
So apparently the angle.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's the angle.
Yeah, it's
That's fucking Batman, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that thing, dude. Imagine that thing.
I bet that's a pretty normal sized bat, and that they're playing games right there. I saw a video yesterday.
I don't know about normal size. Normal size are like this.
Yeah, that thing is at least 2 feet, at least.
That's got to be fake.
Imagine walking to your garage and seeing fucking
Dude, I think I would move. That's your house now, Bat.
Might as well be a demon.
Billy Bats hanging
We
there.
we had these family friends that had a lake house in upstate New York, and the people who lived next door just like abandoned the house. It was all like dilapidated, and so like that, like at night we'd have a fire, and then it would like dare you to run through, and there were fucking bats everywhere, and you would like run through, and then like 60 bats would like chase you out the door. It was horrifying. But you had to do it, otherwise you're a big pussy.
We had big bats in college too, like
Yeah.
at Iowa. Oh, they were big. They was like this.
Oh,
They'd
really?
be stuck in the house and they're blind, obviously. So they'd be
Yeah.
middle of a party, a bat just going off the walls. You got the broom. It's like everyone
Are all
stop
bats
what you're doing.
blind?
Yeah.
They have like the
These-
echolocation.
sonar.
we would throw
Yeah.
like hacky sacks up, and then
No.
they would dive at them,
Yeah.
thinking it was like a prey. It was sweet.
I would do that in Wheaton. growing
Yeah.
up.
Party was like feels bad because the bat doesn't know where the fuck it is, but at the same time you're trying to play beer pong with the boys and you got a bat flying around.
Yeah.
Hit
No
the
Dude,
thanks.
chandelier
fuck
and
that.
shit.
Bats are
Yeah.
like really bad.
Do you guys follow the dodo?
They're like rabid, right?
Yeah.
They can be.
They'll fuck you
Yeah,
up.
Meredith got raped.
I found a video yesterday of a lady who found a injured bat, like a little baby. It's the most adorable fucking thing of all. I think it was on the dodo. I love the dodo, by the way.
I also think I found this video of in New York, the apartment. It's like a woman living in like a cupboard, basically, and it's like security footage, and it's creepy as hell.
Yes, sir.
Wait, Eddie, what's the movie? Why you can't say it?
No, I could say it.
Mhm.
For some reason, my brain, I thought it'd be funny if I never said it. We need to talk about Kevin. It's called.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
And
I
we're doing
guess-
this at the White Sox Dave then?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, wow.
I guess it's beyond fucked up.
Fucked up and is in like scary or like
no,
gory?
like
Disturbing.
like it's hard, disturbing. Like it's hard to have kids after it. Like,
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the documentary Crumb?
no.
Oh,
It's like, have you seen The Good Son
no.
with Macaulay Culkin and Elijah Wood?
No.
We start watching fun movies around here.
Yeah.
Comedies.
Let's watch like The Little
This
Mermaid.
is my
or something.
brain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Ring doorbell
All right,
video?
let's see the Ring doorbell thing. This is it, Ed?
Yeah, this is it. So
What the fuck? Is she possessed?
This is in New York.
She just pops out of like the cupboard.
Yeah, I fucking hate YouTube. It's not your fault, Lance, but I hate how you can't find original videos of anything anymore.
Yeah,
like-
without someone popping up and giving
Yeah,
commentary, like it's a
but
green screen. TikTok.
Exactly, but like you definitely get a better visual of like where she comes from if you see the full thing.
See, I don't want to know that.
I don't need to see that guy.
But yeah, she was just living in like.
Why
this,
does she
like-
move? She moves so fucking weird. So she's just being quiet?
She moves like the girl from
Yeah.
The Ring.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that is what that is.
Shout out Samara.
Yeah, like
Yes,
imagine
wow.
if there was like a little like pantry up there and she was just living in there.
It's like Parasite.
yeah,
Yeah.
essentially, yeah.
I watched
great
that movie
movie.
for the first time like 2 weeks ago.
Awesome
It
movie.
was
One of the most
really good.
amazing movies I've seen recently.
Yeah.
It was good.
Parasite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
And because like it's one of those where like you never predict what's going to happen
No.
next.
Yeah.
Like yeah,
It's a good movie.
It was-
very good.
I wouldn't go as far as saying it was one of the.
I
Oh, I thought it
think
was-
structurally, like
it
I
was actually-
didn't
it was
know it was
very good.
coming. Great storyline, very original. Ending didn't disappoint. Hyped all the way through.
I feel
I
like
stand by it.
Korea's on a run because you had what was that game show one? Was that Korean?
Oh, Squid Games.
Squid Game was Korean.
Yeah, I think so.
Minari's Korean. You guys haven't seen that. I talked about it maybe a few months ago. Awesome movie. It's
And
on
It
Netflix.
speaks levels that they're all subtitles too, and we still love
Yep.
it this much.
And then Everything Everywhere All at Once is I think that's Korean too. And then this, like that's 4 really high quality things that came out of there. I think they all won awards too.
You're taking over, dude.
Yeah, they're on a hot streak.
First time,
Squid
then
Game, I might
BTS,
have to-
K-pop.
Bust through that again. Yeah.
Yeah, that was 2019 or 2020. You guys maybe watch it overnight so I could talk about it.
They came out with the real
think
game
I
show
did-
version or whatever.
I did it anyways. I couldn't put it down.
yeah, that was like one of the most bingeable shows.
I
Yeah.
couldn't put it
Yeah,
down.
But I had to watch it from like 11 until 6 in the morning.
well, it became where like you're out of the loop if you didn't see it. It
Right,
became
well, 'cause
so
we
integrated
wanted-
in pop culture.
we want to talk about it on Sirius the next day, so it's like, all right, I guess I got to fly through this thing.
Mm-hmm. Me and Dave were all over it.
Yeah.
That's
I loved it. It
maybe the
was-
most
it
we
was-
bonded over Squid.
Do you wanna watch that on the White Sox, Dave? Then
Thought what?
I can make us a bomb ass dinner with
Oh.
my new oven.
Look at this. Could it be breakfast instead?
Yeah.
And then
You wanna do
can,
Brenner?
then you,
We
can,
can
then
do
you can
Brenner.
lay in bed and Eddie can deliver it to you finally. Let's knock out
We
4
can do
birds.
that. Actually, there's a guy at my house as we speak.
and then after
do
that, we
window
could have the
treatment.
cooking contest, and we could knock out 8 birds in one
Oh
stone.
my
Great.
god.
Great.
It's a
Yeah.
full week's worth of videos.
Yeah.
Just in one
Could
day.
you imagine, dude? 773 TV just from inside Dave's house. That'd be unbelievable.
all
I got-
We would like it's our Airbnb.
So I made skirt steak tacos with some homemade chimichurri on Sunday, and I want to bring the chimichurri to work to show off how good it is. It's still sitting in my fridge right now in a little emptied out jar of salsa.
Hey Dave, we'll come to you. We'll come to you.
I'm not kidding. We can do this. I would love to.
All right.
All right.
We should watch this movie.
Could you imagine if
I'll
we
have
had
to
to like
get rid of Ace for the night, but that's fine.
What if
Why?
we have to stay inside Dave's house for 48 hours?
Why do you have to get rid of Ace?
Well, you know.
You don't think
Me?
you don't trust Ed around Ace?
No, it's that I want to be a hospitable guest or host rather, and I know one of the guests won't like
Ace is
Yeah.
fine.
Ace's presence.
Put a cone on his head.
I
See,
put a
I
dog
don't-
up
Not
on
Ace's,
my,
Eddie's.
I put a dog up on my Instagram.
Eddie
story.
Eddie walks around with his own muzzle.
You guys didn't say anything.
What?
Whose dog?
friend's dog.
Oh, the golden retriever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good dog.
That was like PR 101.
No,
Oh,
I have a dog in my life now.
Lance is like, Eddie, you should post this for damage
A
control.
Goldens are notorious. How old?
2.
Okay, so but 2's still young
Kinda
enough where
puppy
they have
phase,
the
yeah.
puppy
Yeah.
energy. Yeah.
Like, not to break character, but like I genuinely love this dog.
Nah, I don't believe you.
I swear. It's like,
You touch it?
yeah, all the time.
All right, because like when Miss Peaches was here, you like it was like you
That
never
was-
you didn't
that
know
was
how
the
to
most-
pet a dog.
That was the most state-controlled media I've ever seen. There's a video of that. And
You had a golf club in your hand. You
'cause
could
it
have
was
lost
a
that.
Mini golf open.
But still, you brought it upstairs.
That fucking
yeah, because I
But-
didn't want to take
You were nowhere near.
But
It
it
didn't
was-
help that you were nowhere near the golf course
Yeah.
while you had that. in
because
your
I
hand.
knew that I turned the corner upstairs and see Miss Peaches, so that's why I brought my golf.
But can we agree that you pet it in a way that was like you've never pet a dog before?
I have a method of how I pet dogs, and that's how I do it.
how do you do it?
He
Like,
slaps
you're-
him.
I give it a little pat.
Jackie
it's not a
Jr. is the
pet.
dog.
You know what a pet is?
I like to pat instead of pet.
You got to grab their head and just like give them a big or scratch them all.
Yeah,
up.
I did see him try to, quell the rumors that he hates dogs by going up to Miss Peaches, and he's like, where's your ears at, Miss Peaches? Like, I could tell she wanted to respond, hey, asshole. My previous owner chopped him off.
I was just hoping.
So other dogs couldn't grip into him so easy.
I was just hoping. I guess Miss Peaches has never barked, and I was just hoping the one time she'd stare right at Eddie and just.
Like if you pulled it, like Lance saw the whole interaction. It was a pleasant interaction.
I'm not saying that you were gonna obviously do anything with the golf club, but you thinking, hey, maybe I shouldn't have a golf club in my hand while I take a picture of this famous dog
And a famous dog
It
that
wasn't
has
a picture, it
had
was a
been
video.
abused.
or a video.
Do you think that dog's number 3 in the company in fame?
I think Miss Peaches might transcend Barstool more than anyone else.
I would agree with
I
that.
think that's probably
Yeah.
true.
Every mom, every girl.
I did post that picture of you, me, and Will Compton with Miss Peaches. It is by far my most liked photo ever on Instagram. It's like over 8,000 something.
I had girls reaching out from preschool.
Yeah, and like crazy, like the amount of like people responding because I posted on the story, and then people like, and it's like more than anything I've ever done.
Same.
People reacting to Miss Peaches.
Miss Peaches was like patting my shoe, and in my Instagram story, and there was like some girl stoolie at the bar a couple weeks ago, and she was like, "Is that the shoe?" I was like, "No way." Yeah.
Stop. Dude, you get that a lot now. When I went to Dayton, I got like 5 like, where's Miss Peaches? I was like, I don't know.
I still haven't figured out how
Man, tuck it.
I still haven't figured out how to accurately respond to "Do you know Miss Peaches?" Then you go yes, and you go like, "You really know her?" I'm like, "Well as you can know a dog."
Yeah.
I don't
We're
know
not
that that's true.
We're not friends,
Yeah,
We're not boys. We're not
came
texting.
to the office once.
Yeah, we're not texting each other, hang out, but I know her.
Here's Eddie's interaction with Miss Peaches.
Look at that.
I don't know that I've seen this.
Oh, it's the end of it. See?
Yeah, look at that. You just...
See,
No, he'll pet it. He'll pet it again.
He started
I think
filming. He started filming late.
No, he'll
That
pet
was
it.
the end of the interaction.
But you come back. You come back because you're like
No, but I came back because he was filming. But
right. But like,
you-
oh yeah, you didn't want to go in for another pet.
the
though.
original interaction, you almost spilled a plate of food on him.
That would have been
No,
the
I
best thing you
didn't
could do
almost spill.
for.
Yeah, you did. Look at him. He's so
How am I almost
Her.
spilling?
almost stepped on her paw. Almost spilled a plate of food
Don't let
on
him
her.
throw the ball.
He's
trying to make you chase.
Miss Peaches does not like her paws
Look
touched.
at that.
But
He's so concerned about fucking throwing me down the river
Look, she's following me. She loves me.
that he disrespected the shit out of Peaches.
Nah, Miss Peaches and I hung out a lot that weekend. That couple of days.
I think she's got Staffy in her specifically.
Yeah. Maybe.
And they're known as the nanny dogs, and they're the sweetest
yeah.
fucking dogs on earth.
I mean, smart of us.
I can't.
We should
Ace is gonna just burrow up right next to Ed, and Ed's gonna fucking hate it.
Ace, like when we were in Sydney's hunting lodge, like he, like
Curls up in a little ball, yeah.
no, full on laid backwards on my chest, and I just like rubbed his belly as we watched the I think it was Big Ten championship. It was nice.
I'm
Yeah.
excited to see Ace.
Yeah, bring your golf club.
Good for us. We probably just boosted our views double by talking about Miss Peaches.
Try. In fact, we should put her in the logo.
Yeah, Miss Peaches and Eddie don't get along. It's like some really fucking gay.
I had like that was a month ago interaction. We don't need that.
We'll make it positive.
All right.
Mr.
Thank you,
Mr.
everybody.
Peaches, a.k.a. Eddie. All right, thank you, everyone.
We'll watch that movie maybe for next week. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out.
Reporting
All right.
live from the White Sox Dave Den.
See you guys next time.
Ba-da-do-do-do-do-do.